What's up guys, it's Alicia here, back again with another video on my channel. So this is part 4 of this series, so if you haven't watched parts 1, 2 and 3 yet, link to the playlist is in the description below. As normal, before we begin, I would like to say that this video is for all entertainment, so if I get anything wrong, please leave a to the point comment below. Otherwise, let's get started. So last time we ended up the Battle of God Saga, which ended with the defeat of Beerus and the 3 Saiyans and 2 humans going to Beerus's planet to train under Whis. Now, during their training, all 5 of them unlock God Ki, and yes, Krillin and Tien have God Ki as well, which I think is really helpful to this what if, as it keeps them relevant. Now for Broly, he actually takes a while longer to get God Ki, as he isn't always on Beerus's planet. He's only there on weekends, as he is the Guardian of Earth. Now, of course, the Saiyans still pull ahead of the humans again, as they gain access to Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. Now, I won't give the humans some transformations, as there are no confirmed transformations with God Ki for humans, and I don't want to make something crappy. Now, while the 5 of them are training on Beerus's planet, Champa and Raddatz arrive. Now, after Beerus and Champa get into a fight over food, and after they are stopped by Raddatz and Whis, they both agree to a tournament between their universes for Universe 7's Earth. Now we'll get to the lineup for Universe 7, and that will just be Raddatz, Goku, Broly, Krillin, and Tien Shinhan. And of course, Universe 6 has the same lineup, that being Botamo, Frost, Magetta, Kappa, and Hit. Now I think everyone will pass the test, with Goku just scraping through, and the first fight will be Krillin vs Botamo. Now I think Krillin just wins this by tossing Botamo out of the ring. Next up is Krillin vs Frost. Now Frost wins this one by using poison on Krillin. Now we have Frost vs Tien, and again, Tien loses from Frost poison, and because there's no Jaco, Frost's cheating goes unnoticed. Now again, Frost wins against Raddatz using poison. However, I think by this point at least Whis or Beerus notice what's going on and calls Frost out on it. Thus, Frost is disqualified and Tien, Krillin and Raddatz are back in the fight. Now we go to the next fight, which is Krillin vs Magetta. Now I think if Krillin went all out, utilizing his God Ki, he wins. Now we finally get to Kappa vs Krillin, and again, Krillin wins by utilizing his God Ki. However, after all these fights, he's quite tired and he just scrapes through. Now this is where Krillin's winning streak ends, with Hit, and Krillin loses this fight very quickly. Next is Tien Shinhan vs Hit, and Tien meets the same fate as Krillin, and loses quickly to Hit. Next up is our first Saiyan, and that is Raddatz vs Hit. Now for some power scaling, because of the fact that he's been able to train with someone as strong as Broly for all this time, his base is 5 times stronger than the base of Goku from the original timeline at this point, and so because of this, his Super Saiyan Blue is also 5 times stronger. Now, because Hit wasn't too challenged against Krillin and Tien, he never used his time skip, and because of this, he gets the jump on Raddatz. He manages to get a really strong hit on Raddatz, and because of this, he wins. However, because of Raddatz's strength, he manages to hang on for a while, and gets a couple of attacks on Hit as well. Now, next up is Goku vs Hit. Now, because Raddatz managed to hang on, Goku had more time to study what Hit was doing, and more time to come up with a plan to combat the mystery technique of Hit. Now, while Goku does not have the Kaioken technique, I think at this point he's around 6 times stronger than his original timeline counterpart, and is able to hold his power for a lot longer than his counterparts Kaioken times 2 and Kaioken times 10. And because of this, I think Goku eventually wins this fight after a long battle. And after all that, Xeno arrives, and during his talk with the Gods of Destruction, he befriends Goku and promises Goku the tournament between all the universes. And so the saga ends. And it ends with Beerus wishing for the revival of the Universe 6's Earth, and then they all return home. Now we get to the next saga. And because Broly never got to fight, Zamasu won't actually body swap with Broly, and will body swap with Goku, thus giving us still Goku Black, who in Trunks' future timeline kills Bulma and almost does the same to future Trunks, before he escapes to the past. Now when Trunks gets back, his presence is sensed by Broly, who is up at the lookout. After Broly brings Trunks and the time machine up to the lookout, when Trunks wakes up, he soon explains everything to Broly that happened in the future. Broly then calls Goku, Raddatz, Krillin and Tien back to Earth. As well as this, Beerus and Whis come to Earth, suddenly interested in everything that's going on with this time travel business. Now, after the situation is explained to them, they decide to make preparations to return to the future. Once they are ready, they go to the future. Now, once they are there, they quickly find Goku Black and begin battling him, with Broly hitting him head-on. How after the battle continues for a bit, they realize that Goku's Black is unable to transform. Now, after they transform, they start absolutely destroying him, and finally decide to finish him off with one final blast. Now, after this, Trunks thanks them all so much, and the remaining human rebels appear, thanking them as well. Now, just as they're about to leave, it is now that Zamasu appears and asks them where Goku Black is. After they tell him that they destroyed him, Zamasu, enraged, attacks them. Now, they soon realize he isn't too strong. However, they do realize that he is immortal. They keep trying to fight him off, and they soon realize he is too strong. Now, what I'm about to do may be a bit of a cop-out, but I'm going to use it. Goku starts fighting Zamasu and shoves his hand in Zamasu's face, screaming Hakai, and this destroys Zamasu. Now, onto why I think this works. First off, I'm sorry, but this is a bit of a cop-out, as I mentioned earlier. But I didn't really want another what if to have a bad ending where everyone dies. So, of course, this comes from the manga, where Goku uses a Hakai on Fuse Zamasu. And I think it does kill him. As in the manga, Goku seemed to think it would work, and so did Zamasu, because he ended up having to use Mai as a shield. So that is the end of that, and the end of the saga. Goku, Vegeta, Raddatz, Krillin, and Tien all return home. And after telling Whis and Beerus what happened, Whis and Beerus head to Universe 10 to pay Zamasu a visit, which does not, of course, end well for him. Okay, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, please comment down below why. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram and check out the Discord. Until next time, bye guys!